Hello, we are here for AMRL round 3 and we're at Malaysia, ready for 3 laps of qualifying and a 42 lap race, 41 lap race even. Anyway, Jojo unfortunately DNFing already from this qualifying session, and I doubt we'll be restarting. Let's go on board with time, who unfortunately did miss the AMRL race earlier on today. So let's see what he can do here. One more corner to go before he finishes his first lap. And what's the lap time going to be? 29.2. It's P4. Oscar Fan currently on pole, 29.1. Already we're seeing times quicker than earlier on in AMRL, so good stuff from the front guys. Paradrive P2 as well, current championship leader, who has won both rounds so far this season, so he's looking very strong in both AMRL and also UMRL. Up to their line, doesn't improve. A few drivers improving further back, and that is a bit of lag there. Not too sure whether that's my end or not, but he's still going. So to wait and see, can anyone beat Oscar Fan's 29.10? So we watch Paradrive around the final corner. What lap time's he going to set? And he matches it. And that's a Loxian 29.0. Lovely stuff from him. You got Strudel and Ludwig both getting into the top 6 as well. A great lap from a Loxian. Pole position for him. That's his first point of the season as well. So lovely stuff from Malysian. Paradrive second, Oscar Fan third, Phoenix fourth, Strudel fifth, Ludwig P6, Tyne seventh, Francesco 8th, Kozil 9th, and Sabercat rounds out the top 10. Then we have Blazeros 11th, Shooms 12th, Salo Pete 13th, Frankie 14th, Larry 15th, Smooth down in P16, not good for him. And Jojo, who DNF'd from qualifying. So here we go, 41 laps, and already the circuit is in full wet conditions and the rain is going to get heavier as we are underway. At Loxian, bit of a slow start there, and Paradrive, lovely start from P3 on the grid. They're going to be 3 wide through the first few corners, but Loxian manages to hold on despite his start. Paradrive up to P2, Oscar Fan down to P4, so he's lost 2 places off the start there. Got Phoenix now making a move on his championship rival, and Phoenix trying to take P2. Can't quite get it done at the moment. He's going to have a look up the inside here though, but Paradrive, a lovely exit, and he's now challenging Loxian for the lead of the race into the final corner. Phoenix on the cutback, and now we've got Phoenix and Paradrive in side by side for the lead. Paradrive holds on, and Loxian trying to come back through. Can he get it done? Not quite. Loxian down to P3. It's a great start from the top 2 in the championship. They're now first and second. And Loxian down to P3. Oscar Fan down to P4 as well. So the front row, third and fourth, as Sooms will be our first retirement of the race. He has been told to DNF due to lag. We've got Larry and Salo Pete have made beautiful starts from towards the back of the grid. So they've done well. We've got lots of battling here. Tyne onto the grass, and he's lost a lot of places there. Back up towards the front. Phoenix still trying to take the lead. Oscar Fan's managed to retake his spot on the podium. Up to P3. Ludwig trying to make some moves. Ludwig currently third in the championship standings, so he'll be wanting to try and challenge, but gets onto the grass slightly there, and that allows Kozil to make the double overtake. Ludwig trying to come back through side by side of a Loxian. He does get ahead up to P5, and Salo Pete up to P6. Lovely start from him. Not even too sure. I think that might be a Zipex car, as we have the rain is getting lighter. It is still going to be raining though in what is a first 50% race in Mobile Racing League of rain. 50% rain race, sorry. And that is Phoenix provisionally taking the lead, but Paradrive gets a good exit, but Phoenix manages to get it, so that's crucial for him. Let's wait and see what happens. We have both Minardi drivers very strong at the moment, second and third, as you can see here. And they're also currently second in the constructors, so looking like they're going to score some good points here. As we see Peradrive making a move, and you may also see the rain has cleared up, so the track is going to start to dry. Might see some dry running soon. Luxian has lost, as I say that, the rain is coming back out, so the rain is not done yet as Phoenix slows down slightly there. So Luxian down to P8, he's not had a good first 5 laps or so here. So we have Sabercat has managed to gain a place from the start. And I don't know what is going on there, a lot of drivers making mistakes, and cars absolutely everywhere. I don't even know what to say here. Salo Pete losing a lot of places after his great start. Luxian now outside the top 10 after his pole position. And we've got 55. He's also had a great stint so far, up to P6 from 17th on the grid. Make that P7. Francesco does make the move. And as you can see there, the rain is going to start to clear up again. So I have to wait and see what happens with that. Lots of battling back here at the moment. The top 5 have just kind of cleared off, and they've got some nice gaps between them as well. So can Tyne make a move? He's going to go for a switchback there. Gets a little nudge from Francesco. They're going to be 3 wide into the final corner, and Tyne, lovely exit, and he is going to have the inside into turn 1, and he gets the position up to P6 now. Great stuff for him. And Strudel follows him through, so 6-7 currently. I did not mean to say that. For Eichhorst Racing, who are currently 9th in the constructors, so great points for them as it stands. Got battling here, Larry and Luxian just falling further and further down the field. As a bit of lag there, I think. He's now down to P12, so it's not been a good race so far for him. We've still got 31 laps plus the rest of this one to go though, so plenty of time to recover. We've got Oscar Fan has lost a bit of time. Kozil's managed to take the P4. So again, the championship top 3, the same top 3 we've had in both the previous rounds, are currently top 3 in this race as well. As now Luxian is going to make his way down to last place, as he is the first driver into the pit lane. And he is the first driver in this race onto the dry compound tyres. He's onto the softs. Dry compound tyres, brilliant. Anyway, Peradrive still leading. Phoenix not too far behind though, as unfortunately for Luxian, more rain is coming, and after such an amazing qualifying, this race has been absolutely disastrous for him. Not ideal. As Francesco onto the grass, as we're seeing driver struggling a bit here with a fully wet track. We've got Salo Pete and Larry both in for new wet tyres. Well, Larry in for new inters, as well as a Luxian in for inters, which could be good. These tyres don't last forever. I think it was 16 laps on the safe end they lasted, so not going to last a huge amount more. As it stands, Peradrive has managed to make a nice gap though throughout that dry bit of running. That's Tyne now at P4. He's made some great inroads. To be fair, Kozil and Oscar Fan have both lost a lot of time, because even Strudel has managed to catch up, and a much better race for Eichhorst today. As I mentioned, only 2 points so far this season. And Kozil, bit of lag there. He did have to retire from the AMRL race due to lag as well, so hopefully he can get that sorted and finish this one. As we see Ludwig, the first driver of the front runners to pit, and he's on to another set of wet tyres to wait and see if any of the top 2 follow him in. And there we go, Peradrive is in. Phoenix stays out though. Could be interesting. And Perejive is going to easily come out in P2 as well, so hasn't lost many places, only one place lost for him there. Oscar Fan, a bit of a mistake. Strudel, can he go around the outside? And onto the grass slightly there, that also holds Ludwig up in his quest to try and utilise his fresher tyres. And Oscar Fan not helping Ludwig here. Ludwig losing a lot of time. As there is Phoenix into the pit lane, so Perejive retakes the lead. He is held for the majority of the race, and Aloxian, unfortunately, from pole, becomes our second retirement of the Grand Prix. Really sad for him there, as we see Strudel come out the pit lane, and 55 Smooth manages to get in front. He has pitted as well, so made a nice undercut there. Got Larry on the inters, must be struggling a little bit, the only driver in the race currently on inters, and I don't think they are the better choice at the moment. Try and see, that is Jojo into the pit lane, so only Sabercat, Oscar Fan and Tyne haven't stopped yet. As we see Jojo come out just behind 55, who's lost a lot of time on that lap, to Strudel and Francesco. So Ludwig has actually managed to undercut Phoenix. Lovely stuff from Ludwig. I think Phoenix has had a few bad laps because he is now 7 seconds roughly behind Perejive. So he's lost a lot of time there. So I think he's had a few bad outlaps here. And now Ludwig currently holds P2. Well, P3 even. Tyne hasn't pitted yet. Wonder if he's going to pit soon. As well as Oscar Fan hasn't pitted. Sabercat has now pitted. He's also gone for the intermediates, like Larry, to wait and see how that pans out. Might go for a move here. Isn't going to. Tyne stays out. And look at the gap now. Perejive 8 seconds clear of P2. This is a lovely performance from him. He's, as I mentioned, already won both races so far this season. It looks like he's going to take a third consecutive win here in AMRL and edge closer to the championship. We're only 3 rounds in though, so plenty of time left for that. If we watch Francesco up the inside of Strudel, makes it work up to P7. Obviously Oscar Fan not pitting. We saw a similar strategy. Well, I saw a similar strategy to this last week. Unfortunately, my recording button did not work, so you guys did not see it, but he did a similar strategy last week where he stayed out for a while and it did work. So going for something similar today. Don't think it has really worked at the moment though, because he is currently battling with Kozil, which is the driver he was with anyway before pit stops. So don't think it's quite worked today, as we see Tyne has given up with that strategy, just as I think it was starting to clear up there as well on the weather forecast. An Oscar Fan mistake there. Loses a lot of time. Perejive now 10 seconds clear of this battle we're currently on board with for P2, and which we see Phoenix has just taken the P2 as well. Good move from Phoenix. There we go, the sun is coming out, so Oscar Fan looks like he won't have to pit for a set of wets at this rate. We've only seen one driver opt for the dry tyres so far today. And Oscar Fan's pitted for inters. Interesting strategy, yeah? Not sure if maybe he missed the sun that's out at the moment, or maybe he just believes more rain is going to come out. Not too sure. Anyway, this battle between Ludwig and Phoenix, just swapping places. Let's go further back. What do we have? We have Sabercat trying to make a move. His inters might start to be the better tyre at the moment, as this rain is clearing up. Makes a move there. Strudel, I would say, forced off there, and he's now down to P11. Frankie's up to P9. He's had a good race. Obviously, a very renowned driver for his race comebacks. Managed to gain 74 positions in races last season, in 14 races, Frankie. So very, very good recoverer. Anyway, 2 drivers on to, oh, a bit of lag, I think, from my end, to be honest. Anyway, Blazraz and Larry, the first 2 into the pit lane for the soft tyres. Might see a few others join him here. Francesco's in, Frankie's in, Salo Pete, 55, Jojo all in, as well as Tyne. A bit further ahead, Oscar Fan stays out on the inters, and more sun coming out. So yeah, this strategy for Oscar's really not managed to work out today, as Peradrive is in and he comes out comfortably in the lead of the race. I suspect others. Oh, someone stays out there. Who was that? That was Phoenix staying out. Interesting strategy, especially as the sun has just come out. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see how well that's going to play out. He's going to lose quite a lot of time on this lap. More rain is coming, and possibly Phoenix has helped himself here, as well as Oscar Fan, just as I was saying how it's not worked out. More rain is coming, and that might have just worked out as he stayed out on the inters, as well as Phoenix might have just solidified a P2 here. If the rain comes quickly enough. He's probably going to have to pit again though. Ludwig could definitely pit here and do the remainder of the race on the same set. Phoenix will definitely struggle a little bit more, so they might both have to pit anyway. But look at the gap. Phoenix has had a very, very good stroke of luck here. Peradrive in for wets, and the gap is now down to 4.4 seconds, so Phoenix has managed to close up by about 6 seconds or so. Very good stuff. Oscar Fan now up to P4 as well, so good stuff from him as he sets his personal best lap of the race as well. He's also got time very close to him. Anyone else? Jojo. Oh, he did pit. I thought he stayed out, but he did pit. So he's P11. As Phoenix makes his way into the pit lane. And there he goes, out onto another set of wets, and he's still out in P2. So this is great stuff. Phoenix has won that pressure tyres, and he's now got a 4-second gap. So looking like he is going to take the P2 as it stands. Battles have we got? A lot of drivers more spread out now with the strategy. We got Sabercat and Salo Pete both on the inters, battling it out. As the rain has stopped, Sabercat has also taken P11 as we watch his teammate coming to lap a few cars. Salo Pete into the pit lane, and he's gone for another set of inters. His inters didn't look that worn, so I'm slightly confused on the strategy. But yeah, that's what they've done. He's got his teammate Larry just behind him as well, so it looks like no points for these two, and for Zipex Automotive, I believe this livery is. Anyway, any battles further on. Francesco and Kozil not too far away. Other than that, not really. Just got Larry and Salo Pete, who looks like they both just made their way off the circuit there. They were very, very slow there. Salo Pete with another mistake. It looks like Larry's going to hold the P14 for now. So we see the sun is out as I'm on board of him. He DNFs from the race, and he is our third retirement from this Grand Prix. Strudel down in P13. He's not had a good race either. You've got Sabercat and Jojo, who are close on track, as well as these two. Kozil's managed to catch on those inters. Is anyone going to pit soon? It's risky, judging by the rain today. And that is someone in and out. That's Tyne, who has gone for the softs. So we see the sun is coming back out, so it looks like Tyne has got the strategy correct there. Paradrive has been in, as well as 55, Blazar, Strudel, Larry, all in for the softs. Phoenix stays out again, so that is an interesting strategy. I don't think it's going to work this time around, but I'm happy for him and the game to prove me wrong. As we see Ludwig out in P3, Oscar Fan has lost a lot of time to Tyne, and he's now out in P5, just ahead of Francesco actually. And we have Kozil in P7 as we see the clouds are coming back out, as Phoenix is the final driver to enter the pit lane for some soft tyres, and he will be out in P2. The gap looks like it's closed a lot though. Ludwig only 1 second behind now, so looks like Ludwig has managed to close up very nicely. To wait and see if he can try and challenge in the final few laps of the race, as Oscar found a bit of a mistake there that allows Francesco to close up a lot. And he's going to have a look for a move on the outside here. This is a lovely side-by-side action. Very laggy side-by-side action, as well as Oscar Fan manages to hold it for now. But Francesco is going to have a look up the inside of the 13th and final corner. It looks like he might get ahead. He's going to be on the inside for turn 1. And Oscar Fan not really battling. So Francesco manages to take P5. Kozil also loitering in the background as well. Kozil, by the way, in P7 has blue flags. This has been a lovely performance from Paradrive. Currently 15 seconds ahead of P2. Make that 16 seconds. He has had a lovely drive here. And hopefully something similar tomorrow as well. So we see Francesco hit the wall there. But he manages to firm through it. And he holds P5 for now. Can Tyne close up to Ludwig? Ludwig hasn't really been able to close up to Phoenix. As Larry enters the pit lane. 29.4 there. 29.4 as well for Tyne, so very similar lap times. Tyne just slightly down. There's a 29.1 from Phoenix, so it's looking like he is going to be able to hold the P2 as it stands. These three close, but not incredibly close. Other than that, Strudel and Blazarus aren't too far apart. But this is really the only battle we've kind of got going on. Francesco is looking pretty quick though. It's looking like he is going to get P5 and get his highest finish of the season. Should be good for him. Kozil as well, P7. That would also be his highest finish of the season as well. So looking good results for those two. We got Paradrive, who has had a lovely performance today. He is about to start his 41st and final lap, which Larry has given up in life. I think he possibly going for a fastest lap, judging by the fact he's driving backwards in the pit lane. But Paradrive, a lovely performance. He's won the first 2 rounds of the season. And started P3 in Brazil and won from there. He started P3 today. And it looks like he is going to take another win from third on the grid as he comes around the last corner of a rain-filled race. Paradrive wins for the 3rd time this season. Lovely performance from him. We've got Phoenix in P2. It's been a solid drive from him as well. Managed to have a nice strategy, staying out on the wet tyres. Made 1 less pit stop than those around him. And he's going to take P2. And it's going to be the same podium for the 3rd consecutive race. Ludwig, Phoenix and Paradrive all on the podium. Tyne takes P4. As we have a battle here up to the line. Francesco takes P5. Kozil P6. Sorry, Oscar Fan P6. Kozil P7. Jojo 8th. Frankie takes P9. And 55 from 17th on the grid makes his way into the top 10. Sabercat takes P11. Strudel manages to get past Blazarus in those final laps. He will take P12. Blazarus takes P13. And then we have Larry, our final finisher, takes P14 for Zipex Automotive today. So that is it. Lovely performance from Paradrive. Generational stuff from the S25M driver, and really helping his team in the Constructors' Championship as well. And that is it for today. We'll be back next week for Zandvoort, a full sunny Zandvoort, so no more rain there. But we'll see you then. Goodbye.